Owner builders are saving $85,000 on Barndominium builds right now, and I'm about to show you exactly how they're doing it. Listen, if you're watching this video, you've probably seen those gorgeous Barndominiums all over social media with price tags that still seem too good to be true. Well, they are real, but only if you know the right strategies. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through the exact DIY strategies that can save you anywhere from $20,000 to $90,000 on your Barndominium build in 2026. And I'm not talking about cutting corners or sacrificing quality. I'm talking about smart decisions that professional builders don't want you to know about. So stick with me until the end because the last strategy alone could save you $30,000. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because I'm dropping honest, research-backed content about Barndominiums every single week and you don't want to miss what's coming next. All right, let's get into it. The 2026 reality? Here's the honest truth about building a Barndominium in 2026. The average cost to build one is sitting at about $230,000 according to the latest data. Now compare that to a traditional home, which is running anywhere from $280,000 to $600,000 depending on your location and finishes. That's a massive difference. But here's the kicker. Most people building Barndominiums are still spending way more than they need to because they don't understand where the real costs are hiding and where the real savings opportunities exist. I've done the research, talked to actual builders, and analyzed dozens of real builds from 2025 and early 2026. What I found is that owner builders who know what they're doing are completing builds for $95 to $130 per square foot, while people hiring full-service contractors are paying $120 to $175 per square foot for the exact same quality. That difference on a 2,000 square foot Barndominium is $50,000 to $90,000. So let's talk about how you keep that money in your pocket. Strategy 1. Use stock plans instead of custom architecture. First major strategy, and this one alone can save you $3,000 to $6,000 right off the bat. Stop paying for custom architectural plans unless you absolutely need them. In 2026, a custom architect is going to quote you anywhere from $4,500 to $8,000 for a full set of blueprints. Now, I get it. The idea of having a one-of-a-kind layout sounds amazing, but here's the reality. Most of your needs can be met by high-quality stock plans that cost between $1,200 and $2,000. These pre-designed plans have already been vetted for structural integrity and building code compliance. They've been built dozens or even hundreds of times, so you know they work. If you absolutely must have some custom touches, here's the pro move. Buy a stock plan that gets you 80 to 90% of the way there. Then hire a local drafter to make minor interior wall adjustments for a few $100. You get your custom feel without the custom price tag. Strategy 2. Act as your own general contractor. This is the big one, and it's not for everyone, but if you can pull this off, you're looking at saving $25,000 to $50,000 on a $250,000 build. Here's how it works. When you hire a general contractor, they're taking 10 to 20% of the total project cost as their profit and overhead. On a $250,000 build, that's $25,000 to $50,000 going into someone else's pocket. Now, acting as your own general contractor doesn't mean you're out there pouring concrete or running electrical wires yourself. It means you're the project manager. Your job is to vet and hire subcontractors like plumbers, electricians, and drywall installers. Pull the necessary permits from the county, schedule material deliveries so everything arrives exactly when needed, and keep the site clean and safe. The real talk here is that you're trading your time and stress for a massive financial reward. If a subcontractor doesn't show up, it's on you to find a replacement. If the building inspector finds a violation, you have to coordinate the fix. Critical financing warning. Before you commit to the owner-builder route, talk to your lender first. In 2026, many major banks have tightened their owner-builder loan requirements significantly. Federal programs like FHA and VA loans often require a licensed general contractor to oversee the project to protect the bank's investment. Some lenders won't approve construction loans at all for owner builders without significant construction experience or a track record. Others require higher down payments, sometimes 25 to 30% instead of the standard 10 to 20%. You can do all the planning in the world, but if you can't get financing as an owner-builder, those savings disappear. The solution is to have this conversation with multiple lenders before you buy land or commit to anything. Some regional banks and credit unions are more flexible with owner-builders than the big national banks. There are also specialized construction lenders who work specifically with owner-builders, though their rates might be slightly higher. Get pre-approved as an owner-builder before you make any moves. This one step prevents the nightmare of being halfway through planning only to discover you can't get funded. For people who are organized, good communicators, willing to learn, and can secure proper financing, this is still the single biggest money saver available. Strategy 3. Smart DIY finish work. Here's where most owner-builders actually save their money. And the best part is, none of these tasks require a license. According to current data, acting as your own general contractor and doing hands-on finish work saves most people $55,000 to $90,000 on a mid-grade 2,000 square foot build. What finish work can you realistically DIY? Painting is the easiest win. Professional painters charge $2 to $6 per square foot. On a 2,000 square foot build, that's $4,000 to $12,000 you can save with some rollers and patience. Installing luxury vinyl plank flooring is another huge saver. LVP is the dominant flooring choice for barndominiums in 2026 because it tolerates temperature swings, floats directly over concrete without a subfloor, and is completely waterproof. Materials run $2 to $5 per square foot, and installation is genuinely DIY friendly. Professional installation adds another $3 to $8 per square foot. Trim and baseboard installation is tedious but simple. A miter saw, nail gun, and YouTube tutorials will save you thousands. Light fixture installation is another easy DIY as long as the electrical boxes are already wired by a licensed electrician. Cabinet installation can be done yourself if you buy pre-assembled cabinets. The key is knowing what not to DIY. Leave electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and spray foam installation to licensed professionals. Those are code-critical systems where mistakes cost more to fix than you'd save. Strategy 4. Material sourcing and timing. Let me tell you about a strategy most people completely overlook. Material costs fluctuate throughout the year, and if you time your purchases right, you can save 5 to 15% on major materials. Steel prices have actually stabilized in early 2026 after the crazy increases during 2021 and 2022. And suppliers expect prices to remain steady or even decrease slightly through the year. Here's the pro move. Buy materials during off-season periods, which is typically late fall and winter when construction slows down. Suppliers are more willing to negotiate when demand is lower. For local materials, check out architectural salvage yards for unique doors, sinks, windows, and light fixtures. These items add character without the new material price tag. For lumber, find local mills instead of big box stores. You'll often get better prices and unique wood that adds custom appeal. Coordinate with your builder or subcontractors to purchase materials in bulk when prices are favorable, especially items like roofing, insulation, and siding. A 10% discount on $40,000 worth of materials is $4,000 back in your pocket. Strategy 5. Simplify your design. This strategy is less about what you do and more about what you don't do. Every time you add complexity to your design, you add cost. A simple rectangular barndominium can cost 20% less than a complex design with multiple angles, roof valleys, and custom features. Open floor plans are your best friend when building a barndominium. Here's why. Fewer interior walls means less material and less labor. One large HVAC zone instead of multiple small ones saves on ductwork and equipment. More natural light with fewer windows because the space is shared. A great room that combines kitchen, living, and dining gives you a more spacious feel without adding square footage, and that directly saves money. Another smart move is dropping ceilings in bedrooms and bathrooms to a standard 9 feet instead of going all the way up to a 20-foot peak. This creates a nice architectural contrast, saves massively on drywall and labor, and makes these rooms much easier to heat and cool. You're maintaining the dramatic vaulted ceiling in your main living area where it has the most impact while being practical everywhere else. Strategy 6. Choose the right land. Here's something most people don't think about until it's too late. You could be the most efficient builder in the world, but if you pick the wrong piece of land, your savings will vanish into infrastructure costs. In 2026, the cost of utilities and site prep is at an all-time high. Cheap land often comes with a hidden tax. If your building site is more than 200 feet from the nearest power pole, the utility company might charge you $15 to $30 per linear foot to run lines. That's $3,000 to $6,000 for every extra 200 feet. Avoid land that requires extensive grading. Sloping land adds $8 to $25 per square foot just for grading and foundation work. On a 2,000 square foot slab, that's $16,000 to $50,000 before you've even started building. Well, and septic costs are real. A well runs $5,000 to $15,000, and a septic system is $10,000 to $20,000. If you can find land with existing utilities or shared well access, you're saving massive money. The smartest move is to get a site assessment done before you even make an offer on land. Spend $500 to $1,000 upfront to know exactly what your site prep costs will be. This prevents the nightmare scenario of buying cheap land only to discover it needs $30,000 in prep work. Strategy 7. Smart finish choices. You don't need marble countertops and hardwood floors throughout to make your barndominium feel high-end. The key is investing your finish budget in high-impact areas and saving in the less visible spaces. For countertops, butcher block or high-quality laminate instead of quartz or granite saves $2,000 to $5,000. Modern laminates look incredible and perform well in kitchens. For walls, consider DIY shiplap or plywood accent walls in areas like mudrooms, workshops, or feature walls instead of drywall everywhere. This adds character, costs less, and is easier to install yourself. For flooring, luxury vinyl plank throughout instead of real hardwood saves you $8,000 to $15,000 on a 2,000 square foot build, while giving you better water resistance and durability. Invest big in your kitchen and master bathroom because these are the rooms that get used every day and make the biggest impression. Save in guest bedrooms, hallways, and secondary spaces where builder-grade finishes are perfectly fine. Strategy 8. Insulation done right. Here's a critical point. Never cut corners on insulation. This is one area where spending more upfront saves you thousands over time. Spray foam insulation is the gold standard for barndominiums because it seals the metal building envelope and prevents condensation issues. Yes, it costs $1.5 to $5 per square foot, which is more than fiberglass bats, but it directly affects your energy efficiency and comfort. A properly insulated barndominium with spray foam can have energy bills that are 30 to 50% lower than an under-insulated one. Over 20 years of ownership, that's $20,000 to $40,000 in savings, which more than pays for the upfront insulation investment. The pro approach is closed-cell spray foam applied directly to the interior face of steel panels, followed by blown cellulose in any attic cavity if you have one. Strategy 9. Phase your build if needed. If your budget is tight, consider building in phases. Start with a weatherproof shell and basic living quarters, then finish additional spaces as you save more money. Many owner-builders live in a portion of their barndominium while completing the rest over 6 to 12 months. This eliminates the pressure of finishing everything at once and lets you avoid construction loans with their higher interest rates. The shell represents only 15 to 25% of the total finished project cost. A 40x60 steel building kit runs $26,000 to $52,000, plus $7,200 to $19,200 for professional erection. You can get a weatherproof shell erected for under $80,000, then finish the interior as cash flow allows. Strategy 10. Get multiple bids for everything. Final strategy, and this applies whether you're acting as your own GC or just coordinating certain trades. Get multiple bids for every single trade: electrical, plumbing, HVAC, concrete, drywall, all of it. 3 bids minimum for each trade. The difference between the highest and lowest bid can easily be 20 to 40%. On a $15,000 plumbing job, that's $3,000 to $6,000 saved just by making a few extra phone calls. Use subcontractors recommended by your kit manufacturer or found through local builder forums and Facebook groups. These guys are hungry for work and often beat the prices of established contractors who have higher overhead. Always check references and verify licenses and insurance, but don't assume the most expensive bid is the best quality. The real numbers: what you can actually save. Let me put this all together with real numbers. On a typical 2,000 square foot barndominium with a mid-grade finish, here's what these strategies can save you. Stock plans, instead of custom architecture, saves $3,000 to $6,000. Acting as your own general contractor saves $25,000 to $50,000. DIY finish work, including painting, flooring, trim, and light fixtures, saves $15,000 to $25,000. Smart material sourcing and timing saves $4,000 to $8,000. Simplified design with open floor plans saves $10,000 to $20,000. Smart finish choices saves $8,000 to $15,000. Multiple bids on trades saves $5,000 to $10,000. Total potential savings is $70,000 to $134,000. Even if you only implement half of these strategies, you're still looking at $35,000 to $67,000 saved. That's real money that stays in your pocket or goes toward land, solar panels, or a bigger shop space. Here's my honest take on DIY barndominium building in 2026. It is absolutely possible to save massive amounts of money if you're willing to put in the time, learn the process, and manage the project yourself. But you need to be realistic about your skills, your available time, and your stress tolerance. If you have construction experience, project management skills, or you're just incredibly organized and motivated, acting as your own general contractor and doing finish work yourself can save you $55,000 to $90,000 on a 2,000 square foot build. That's a life-changing amount of money for most people. If you don't have that experience but you're willing to learn, start smaller. Maybe you hire a general contractor but do the painting and flooring yourself. Or you act as GC but hire out all the finish work. Every bit helps. The biggest mistakes I see people make are underestimating the time commitment, trying to DIY licensed trades like electrical and plumbing, skimping on insulation to save money up front, not getting multiple bids because they don't want to bother people, and most critically, not confirming owner-builder financing options before starting the planning process. Always budget 10 to 20% more than your estimates for unexpected costs, because construction projects never go exactly as planned. Get a site assessment before you buy land. Understand your local building codes and permit requirements. Join online forums and Facebook groups where real owner builders share their experiences. If you're serious about building a barndominium in 2026, these strategies can save you thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. The key is going in with realistic expectations and a solid plan. Have you built a barndominium? Or are you planning one? Drop your questions and experiences in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'll answer as many as I can. If you found this video valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for more honest, detailed breakdowns of barndominium costs, strategies, and real-world builds. I've got more content coming on financing options, the best states to build in, and detailed cost breakdowns by region. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, where we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes people make when choosing barndominium land. You don't want to miss that.